What is good, chat? Good morning, bruh. Sorry, I am 2 minutes late, dude. Dang it. 2 minutes. Had to be an earlier one. I have to do. Is it live yet? Hold on. I am live. I had to do. I have got to do some homework. I didn't realize. I have to do like read a chapter for my class and then write notes on it and go in and take it in and do the whole thing. So I'm gonna do that after. So I normally do like an 8. I was supposed to actually start at 8 a.m. every single day, but all week last week, in our very first week of streaming, shout out y'all, we have been doing 8:30, 9-ish. So, but yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. 8 a.m. All right, man. Let me get signed in over here. How y'all doing in chat? If y'all are in chat, let me know. Let me know if you're in chat. Analytics. There we go. Yeah. There we go. All right, man. Look, it's been we didn't have stream yesterday. So that's what we got going on today. But a lot of stuff happened, man. Let's kind of recap everything that went down over the weekend. We also got the All-Star starters. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen them yet, which you probably have. LeBron James is not an All-Star starter for the first time in 21 years. Crazy talk. Also, what's more crazy talk is we'll talk about this more as well. Bro, Steph over Ant. I don't know what happened there, but something happened there. Let's see who won last night. All right. Oh, I gotta change my scene. Boy. Does that work? I think that's good. Okay. Dude, yeah, let's go. We gotta go all the way back to Friday, man. Jeez. Was there any crazy games? Clippers Raptors is actually a really good game. Obviously, I watched it because I'm a Clippers fan. Dude, Nico, what the freak, Nico? Come on, bro. 6 minutes and the starter? Wow. Yeah, we didn't have Kawhi. Kawhi's been out. I think it's more of like he's resting and he's just posted up. He'd be chilling. Which isn't the worst thing in the world, honestly. But yeah, Clippers are climbing, bro. Let's get the standings up again over here real quick. Let's just take a little peek, see as we talk about the teams. Clippers are in the 10 seed. 2 games out of the 9th. 5 games to tie with the 8th. The West is good, man. The Suns are sitting at 600. The Warriors are sitting at 568. Blazers at 500, 22-22. Clippers, a couple games below 500 there. So, but yeah, Raptors Clippers was a fun game, dude. Shout out the Raptors. They're really, really good. But the Clippers, we're not this team that sits here and takes crap anymore, dude. We hand out some dubs, especially with Kawhi Leonard being out. And the rest of the West is kind of a little hindered now. We got no J-Dub in OKC, no Jimmy in Golden State, and we'll see how good Steph can do. I mean, if he's really an all-star starter, it's Steph Curry. He should be an all-star starter, but also I don't know. It's hard. But if he's that good, we're halfway through the season. Can they carry? I mean, let's see. They played 44 games, 42 games. 44. So we're past the halfway point of the season, right? Let's go back to Friday. Any other games? Rockets T-Wolves. Yeah, Rockets was dang. Kings Wizards, man, that's a rough one. Bulls Nets. Jazz Mavs. Anything here that I missed this weekend? Oh, this game was nuts. I watched this game for like a second. And 55 bomb, but they lost to the Spurs. Dude, Wemby had 39, 9 and 3. Just crazy talk. I mean, it's wild how De'Aaron Fox can be 25 points, 12 assists, and then -8. I don't understand how that works. Keldon Johnson off the bench, 20 points. Oof, we're gonna have to have some conversations, man, about the state of the league and where like San Antonio can make it to the finals. And now we know New York's not making it to the finals. I mean, they still could. But golly, that team has blown some terrible. I mean, they didn't even blow any leads yesterday. I don't think they led at all yesterday in New York. We'll kind of skip down to that game. But, dude, if we get a San Antonio-Boston finals, wow. Don't get me wrong, OKC is still balling out. They're still really, really, really good. But San Antonio, you lose J-Dub for OKC, that's... if you're telling me that's not going to affect their play, you're tweaking. Like, 100%. Blazers beat the Lakers. Warriors, Hornets, cool. Magic, Grizzlies. Grizzlies got their get back in Europe because they got smacked around in Germany. And I found out they had to play again in London, and I was like, are they gonna lose? No, they came back and won. Job with like 30 and 12 or something like that, 33 and 12. Nets, Bulls played each other again. Lakers, Raptors, got nothing here. Yesterday, so we didn't really miss anything over, nothing crazy over Saturday, Sunday. Yesterday though, we got some games. And then this week, we'll talk about this. Maybe we'll do a stream. Oh, we don't stream tomorrow. Let me talk to my people. I'll talk to my people and I'll see if I can do a stream tomorrow morning. We'll have to figure that out. Be pretty fire. All right, wrong button. We might have to stream tomorrow. Because we got Rivals Week this week, dude. It's going to be fire. Okay. Yesterday, what did we have? Bucks, Hawks, fine. Thunder, Cavs, whatever. Clippers, Wizards was unnecessarily stressful for me. I don't know why that was such Jeez. Kawhi was out. The Clippers young guys have stepped up more than I needed. I saw a tweet. Someone was like, hey, the Clippers went into the season expecting, investing in Chris Paul, Brook Lopez, and and Brad Beal. And then we ended up relying on Kobe Sanders, Jordan Miller, and Yannick Niederhauser, who are all young guys. Two of those guys are rookies. Jordan Miller he's been in the league for a couple years at this point. But dude, yeah, I love the young guy who plays for the Clippers because they're the oldest team in the league. I'll have to check now that our roster is not Brad Beal, Bogdan Bogdanovic, Nico's still playing, Brook Lopez is still playing, but we have Kobe Sanders, we have Jordan Miller, Ken Christian's getting minutes, Yannick Niederhauser's getting minutes. I wonder where our average drops down. Because we were the oldest team in NBA history with Brad Beal and Bogdan and Brook Lopez, all those guys, right? Now we're not. Had to have dropped out at some point because Kobe Sanders is 23. Yannick is 21 or 22. They're older rookies, which is fine, whatever. They're still young in comparison to this, but they're stepping up, bro. Jordan Miller was 16 last night and 4 steals. Man, he's just so good. Oh, man, he's so good. If he can fill in kind of the Norm Powell, Brad Beal kind of guard spot, and we don't make any trades at the trade deadline, which we still didn't have a trade deadline stream. Let me comment and remind me about that. We should plan that out today. Plan out our streams for the week. Because we got off to a holiday start yesterday. So, yeah. John Collins, though, has been very, very good. Kobe Sanders. Zubac has been good. Zoo has been in trade talks for a minute. We're going to see if he gets traded or not. Harden. Someone, I think it was the NBA posted, Vintage Harden going crazy. 36, 7, and 9, right? And he didn't hit a 3. I think that's his first 30 ball without a three-pointer in a decade, which is crazy. I think it was 2016, they said on the broadcast. And then, Oh, someone said NBA posted, oh, vintage Harden, that's crazy. Someone commented and was like, hey, if he's just doing this consistently, is it vintage Harden or is it just like this is what he is as a player all the time? Which is true, 100%. So, since the Clippers have let go of Chris Paul, and Ty Lue kind of had in his meeting talked about kind of the play that. Nope, wrong one. There we go. Since the Clippers let go of Chris Paul and Ty Lue had a meeting where they called the players in and they said, "Hey, I want to be at least 500, so we have to go like 35-20 or something like that." The Clippers are, I think, 13-2 in that span. Since that point, 13-2. Which is impressive. So, something around there. It could be 11-2. I know it's something in 2, which is very, very impressive. And the Clippers always seem to have this really good run at the new year, right up into the playoffs. I don't know why we always start off bad or like bad-ish, but last year we went on a run towards the end of the playoffs, and then towards the end of the year to get into the playoffs. Crushed it, beat the Warriors that last game. Still one of my favorite, just let alone Clipper games. One of my favorite basketball games I've ever seen was Kawhi and Harden going up against Steph and Jimmy in Golden State, and whoever wins kind of gets a higher seed. Oh boy, Clippers win that, they get the 5th seed. Miss the play-in completely, they get to the 5th seed, and then we played Denver in the first round and lose. So just a crazy, that sucked. But this year is gonna be good. So we need to go to get to 500. Oh boy, 41-41. 22-18. We need to go 22-18. Which is that the hardest thing in the world? 22-18 to get 500. Now, will 500 get us into the play-in? It will keep us there for sure because everyone else is super under the play-in. But, yeah, for sure. I've been impressed with, like, is it a coincidence that these older guys get hurt? Like, Bogey's hurt with the hamstring, I think. Brad Beal fractured hip, and then Chris Paul is out, right? And we end up with the younger guys, and Kawhi still getting hurt, but the younger guys are providing a lot of value. Not to say that Brad Beal was a bad pickup. I still think that was a good pickup, especially in the absence of Norm, who I still don't think – I love Norm. That was a great player. People were like, oh, you're going to regret losing him. And I was like, okay, but we get John Collins. Like, John Collins has been balling, 100% balling. Is it all-star level like Norm is in the East? No. But that's what we were hoping is we get John Collins, then we sign Brad Beal to $5 million a year, and we kind of get – the best of both worlds with that because we lost it. We didn't really have a big team. Kawhi was playing the 4 a lot. Not to mention Derek Jones Jr. has been out, and he'll come back, even though, dude, listen to how crazy this is. If you didn't know this, Derek Jones Jr. got injured playing in Boston against the Celtics, right? Someone dove for a ball, hit his knees, MCL tear out for like 6 weeks. He gets back. His first, I think he played 2 games, and then I went to the game live in LA when they played Boston. He played. Someone dove for a ball, hit his knees, and tore the same MCL. I've never seen that happen before. 2 times in a season, the same team injures the same injury in the same fashion. It wasn't like, oh, in one game, a guy fell on his knee and that hurt. It was, no, both times someone dove for the ball and just hit his knee and went, boom, and toward the same one. And so hopefully he can come back. He is a very key piece. If we get that boy back, woo. Clippers have a good-looking lineup, man, especially if the young guys continue to stay a little bit stable and not have too much pressure on them. But if we get that full lineup of Harden, K. Dunn, it depends. You probably start Collins. You go Kawhi, JC, and Zoo. And then off the bench, you got, Jordan Miller. If Bogey comes back healthy too, you got Bogey, Jordan Miller, Derek Jones, Brooke, Nico. Like it's a fun little lineup. It's a cool little lineup. Anything yesterday as well? Pistons Celtics, I wanted to watch that. I didn't get to watch that. There was a lot of stuff going on yesterday. So I didn't get to actually watch that. But the Pistons won by 1. Let's check that out. I heard Wemby had a crazy game, hit 7 threes yesterday too. So looks that sounded crazy. But Pistons Celtics, what happened here? Jaylen Brown, 32, 11 and 2. Over the weekend, yeah, Sam Hauser had a 30 bomb with 0 2-pointers, which is crazy. That's ridiculous. Pistons side, Tobias Harris is starting. Good. Cade had 16 and 14. Wow. That's impressive. Duren, 18 and 9. Wow, yeah. That's cool. Yeah. Can the Pistons go to the finals? Let's talk about that real quick. The Eastern Conference playoff race. The Knicks are sliding, and they're sliding quick. Like, they had kind of a hold. But man, they were slipping. Celtics are doing good. They're rising. Raptors have been winning, losing. Actually, they lost a couple games over the weekend. Sixers have been rising a little bit. Magic have been winning a little bit of games. Cavs, don't get me wrong. Like, we don't get to under 500 until you get to the 9th seed. So 100%. The Heat pop off. It's gonna be a fun. It's like almost too much parity in the East. Where I'm like, I don't even know. Like, who wins? They're all good, but who gets here? Boston for sure. If they get JT back and they make a trade for a big, if they make a trade for a big, whether it's Zoo or Bam or Jaren Jackson or AD, any of these big name bigs, if they get one of those guys at the trade deadline, they're going to the finals. And then they play. That's what I'm saying. Like, OKC would be good, but if you match up against the Spurs in the Western Conference Finals, if you're OKC, you got to be a little bit scared because, like I was making fun of my brother. He was popping off that they won last game and said, hey, if you guys are playing this team in a playoff series right now, you're down to San Antonio 3-1. You're down 3-1, right? And there have been times in NBA history where a team has swept a team, they played them in the playoffs, and the other team sweeps that team in the first round or something like that. Like, it's really interesting to see. So the finals this year is going to be super interesting. I'm really going to be locked into the playoffs, man. Because, like, the Suns are almost 10 games above 500. That's not like a fluke. They're really good. They're fun to watch. They play hard. Lakers are sliding a little bit. Rockets are good. T-Wolves with Ant. Nuggets are going to be good. Man, dude, like, it's going to be a fun, especially if Blazers make it in. If we get, like, we have to get a mix. The whole play-in race in the West is going to be fire. East, Cavs, Heat, Bulls, Hawks. Yeah, that's good. And Giannis has got to step it up. If Giannis misses the playoffs again, we've got to have some discussions about, like, I know he's like, oh, I'm loyal all the time to this team, but we got to make some moves, Giannis. Like, you can't be missing the playoffs, big dog. Like, that should not happen, right? So, oh shoot. I got Clips going 6 and 7 at the All-Star break. Tough schedule coming up. Let me check that out. Pistons will be in the finals out of the East, led by their defensive bench. So that's the other thing. We should have like a contenders. Let me write these down because I got a lot of ideas for streams and stuff that we can do. Okay, Thunder without Williams will be fine if they shoot 55% of the field. 40. Yeah, fire. KP says love that LBJ is not an All-Star or isn't a start of the All-Star game. Yeah, I think he will be 100%. Shout out Steph though. We'll talk about that towards the end of the stream. Okay, so I'm going to write down ideas for stream. So, things we can do this week. More trade talk always. This pen will work. Trade talks. 100%. Let's see. Like more all-star predictions. Playoff predictions. Yeah, we'll have to run through that. Oh, and like contenders. That's the other thing. Because there's like a really good stat on if you are top, like, I don't want to say every champion of the last decade has gone this, but if you are 10th in offense and like top 10 in offense and top 10 in defense, you have a really good shot. Like you're an actual contender. So we should look at that at another time in the history of the past, and then in the present, like who matches up really well. I did this I think a year and a half ago, and I was looking at stats of teams. People have some crazy revisionist history because I did not know. Let me know if you guys knew this. Steph Curry has been on 2 number 1 defenses. And I was talking about that a couple streams ago when we were talking about Luka and like, oh, well, Luka's so bad at defense that his whole team sucks. And it's like, no. If you give him a good team, like we saw in Dallas, which is crazy that's even more than saying that he got moved, then they go to the finals. Like they had a great defensive core around Luka there. And with Steph Curry, who's not a bad defensive player, but he is by no means good, like a stud on defense. He's not. He was smaller. He's a little bit bigger now. Back in 2016, like he was getting picked on. There was a reason that Kyrie hit that shot over him because they wanted that switch on Steph, right? But even Steph Curry has been that guy. Or yeah, even with Steph Curry, you build a team around him that has a number 1 defense twice, right? So we should take a day and look at that. Warriors need to make a move with Butler out. Yeah, they need more scoring because their roster is kind of atrocious, dude. Let's take a look at it. Their roster's like, Steph. Well, yeah. So the first thing, they need to move Kuminga. They need to get him out because they're not even playing him. I want to look and see if he's played recently. I don't see him anywhere. Am I blind? No. Not blind. Warriors, Hornets. Because I just made a short on him, and he hasn't played since December. So, like this, you had to win one game in the play-in to get to the play-in. Where'd they go? You have to win one game to get to the play-in. Oh, Steph Curry can get you that game, but golly, does the rest of this team kind of suck. Wow. I'm not a fan of Gary Payton II. I know that he's a glue guy and he's great and he's a really good basketball player. You can get value for him elsewhere. You need scoring somewhere else. You have Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler, who's good. Now he's done. ACL in the middle of the season, you're done. You're not coming back anytime soon. ACL at the beginning of the year, you could come back potentially. Kuminga, get him out. Curry, whatever. Horford, whatever. Draymond, whatever. Will Richard, whatever. Brandon, like, there's nobody here that I'm like, yeah, that's their other guy. Like, they can go to that guy. No, they can't. And then you get to the, let's say, if it is right now, it's gonna be Steph Curry versus OKC in the first round. If they get to the play-in, like, that'd be crazy. KP says DeRozan for Kuminga. Like, yeah, the Kings would take that. I think the Kings like that one. Do I think that they do that, though? Do I think that they go get... Oh, man. Do they go get DeRozan? That's a rough one, man. Nick's starting to float the idea of trading for Cat. Yeah. Do I think he's the problem? No. I don't think so. Let's look at his last 5 games. Last 5 games, 22, 23, 17, 13, 20. It's just a rough stretch, man. 4-game losing streak. Sacramento, Golden State, Phoenix, and Dallas. 2 of those teams are dog water. 2 of those teams are fine. And then Portland's also fine. Yeah. Really interesting. I don't think Cat is the issue. What's he averaging this season? He's down this year. He's down in minutes. He's down in shots. How's his efficiency? Down. So last year he was balling. He'll still be an all-star this year for sure. He's still one of the best bigs in the league, which is cool because in Minnesota, he was always kind of like the young guy. Now he's 30, right? He's He's very good. He was very good in the playoffs last year, which was cool to see. Yeah, Cat is just like, I don't think they move him. I really think that we'll have to, you got one more year of Brunson, and I like their depth as a team, but something's off. Like, you don't lose. You're almost down by. They were down by 30 at half to the Mavericks. So I don't know how that happens. You know, like, no, oh, Max Christie was popping off. First of all, let's get that out of the way. But like, it's on these guys. Josh Hart, like, love having a glue guy, but when your starting five is all in the negative double digits, what? Like, OG's got 9 points. Josh Hart has 8 points. Like, I wouldn't get rid of Cat. Cat had 22 and 18 last night. Let's. So, Mikal has 7 points. Brunson, like, yeah, I like the team, and they definitely can win some games in the playoffs if they match up today. They'd be playing Orlando. That's a W. Get them out. Then in the next round, you play Boston. Then, wow. I mean, they match up well with Cat. You need Cat for the playoffs. You need that big. Because he's going to match up well against whoever the freak is in Boston at the 5. Against Duren. Raptors don't really have anybody if they go far. Then you got Embiid. The Sixers could do something, dude. The Sixers could do something. KP says MPJ to the Pistons. Ooh, man. MPJ to the Pistons. First of all, if you didn't see this, MPJ is gonna be an all-star, basically, based off of the NBA released kind of like everything, like more than just the starting votes for the all-star starters. And MPJ was there. So was Denny. Denny Avdia was there in terms of like NBA player votes, like coaches vote, and then fan vote, right? And then they were just missed the starter position. So MPJ is gonna be all-star. So do the Pistons trade for MPJ? What do you guys think? If you're in chat, let me know. I think they could. I don't know about the idea of like him specifically. But I think that they do need like that wing. But is he that wing? I think that's the interesting point. Is Michael Porter Jr. that wing for the Pistons? Because they've got the young assets to trade. They could trade a Marcus Sasser. They could trade a Ron Holland. Good young guys to go play in Brooklyn. That's probably what Brooklyn wants, right? And that might be, and maybe you get a pick, like one of those guys in a pick. But it's gonna have to be like 2 because MPJ's contract is a little wonky. That's the only reason they would be able to do it is because his money, making too many bands. Yeah, but I do think we've got like 2 weeks until the trade deadline. Like we need to pick it up, man. We've got some stuff. It's gonna be February 5th is the trade deadline, and then February 15th is the All-Star game. So the trade deadline is gonna be something really interesting to see. But they do need to make a trade. Greek Freak gonna be guarding Wemby in an All-Star game. Yeah. That's gonna be crazy. All-Star game's gonna be cool, man. All-Star game's gonna be fun. I always like the All-Star game. I understand that it's like lost its deal, but it's still a fun time, dude. It's still a time to look at, and guys becoming all-stars. That's also a fun deal. Like Denny's gonna be an all-star. Like LeBron's come off the bench of all-star. He's in year 23, man. That's fine with me. He's gonna be an all-star anyways, regardless. But Mitch Robinson can handle the big. Yeah. West starting team could be up there with all time with Wemby, Jokic. Who is it? Wemby, Jokic, We didn't talk about this at all. Wemby, Jokic, and Steph, not Ant, specifically not Ant. Shea, Luca. Let's take a look at it. Like, yeah, Steph needs to make that. Luca has been balling. Shay's Shay. Steph is Steph. Yeah, all those guys make sense. Then the East is also cool. A lot of the guards right now is heavy. It's funny to see that in the 2010s, it was heavy wings. Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, KD, LeBron. Now you get it's pretty mid-max. It's the big guys and the really good little guys. Brunson, Cade, Brown, who's a wing, but I consider him a shooting guard, right? Giannis, big. He's a 4. Maxey, he's a 1. Luka, Shea, Steph, all 1s. And then Vic and Yoke, and those guys are both 5s. Like Brunson deserves it for sure. 100%. Brunson, Cade's balling. I love that Maxey's on it too. Maxey, dude, to start the year, he was torching people. So yeah, Curry, Wemby, SGA, Jokic, Luka. That's a freaking crazy squad. That's an insane squad. Especially like we look down the line, back to this. It's like, oh, we got old Steph Curry, reigning MVP, reigning defending champion, SGA. Jokic, who might in the future have another MVP, maybe another ring. Same with Vic. More, maybe same with Luka, right? That's a squad. And then the East is like, okay, you got Brunson, who was good, Cade, who's gonna be probably good, Brown, who's good, Giannis, all-timer. Like, we have the bottom 5 is guaranteed all Hoffers, like first ballot Hall of Fame guys, all of them. The East is like Tyrese Maxey's good, Jaylen Brown's good, Cade could be probably the second best player here. Brunson's solid. Giannis is very good. That is a very good squad. So I'm gonna see if I can find the. I'm gonna find this. Oh, here it is. It was this. Okay, so can we see this? So yeah, so we see the player rank, fan rank, media rank, and weighted score. And so now we get to see who everybody is, right? So the rest of the West, if there's just 10 of them, would be Ant, Denny, KD, Braun, and Kawhi. That's where these guys ranked. I'm glad Kawhi's there. Kawhi's balling the freak out. So yeah, they do weighted like Jokic won player rank number 1. Luka won fan rank, SGA won media rank. That's hilarious. In the East, Cade won player rank, which is dope. Giannis fan rank, and then Jaylen Brown media rank. Yeah, number 1. I would have put Cade number 1, but Cade got number 2. So yeah, we got those 5 guys, and in the East we have Spider, Cat, Jalen Johnson at All Star, which is fire, MPJ, and Brandon Ingram. Like, that East squad overall in the moment is very, very good. But obviously in the West, it's just as good with Ant, Denny, KD, Braun, Kawhi. Crazy. 4 of those guys are American dudes, which is super dope. So how many international guys do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. The East has a ton of Americans. Yeah, wow. Cat's Dominican or whatever, but I don't know if I count that as. I think he plays for the DR, but I don't know. So that's really cool though. So that's what I saw. So Denny's gonna be an all-star. Jalen Johnson's gonna be an all-star. MPJ's gonna be an all-star, which is super dope. It literally reminds me of Mikal Bridges from like 2 or 3 years ago before he got traded to New York, where he was just there. They sucked. He was balling out. He was an all-star. And then yesterday he had 7 points. Kind of tough. Yeah, BI is also very good. The Raptors are good. I'm surprised. Like, where's Scotty? Scotty Barnes. Like, I get Jalen Johnson's good, but Scotty Barnes should. Oof. I I think each you get more than this. Oh, fan rank served as tiebreaker for players with the same score. So Wemby beat out Ant as a starter. It wouldn't have been Steph. It was Steph had a higher everything score, player rank score, fan rank, media rank. So Wemby beat out Ant because of the fan rank. So they have the same score. Wemby had a 6. Wemby was ranked 6th in fan vote, and Ant was ranked 7th. Dude, Denny was ranked 5th. That's crazy. And he wasn't even a starter. So yeah, those guys were 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and then Kawhi was 13th in the fan rank, but the media rank shot him up because he was 8th. That's crazy. Crazy talk. And then player rank was 12th. Dang. Yeah, All-Star Game is going to be fun, man. All-Star Game is going to be really, really fun. I'm going to have a good time. Do we have anything? Oh, also, this was fire. If you didn't see this. Chad Holmgren anticipated to sit in the backseat of the team bus following the game to honor MLK Day. I thought, shout out NBA Centel. And then I tweeted, and then Centel liked my tweet. Boss Psych Sports liked my tweet. A couple other people liked my tweet. I thought that was funny. Oh boy, yeah, dude. Oh man. Oh, let's look at the Clipper schedule. KB brought that up. Let me do that. So he said you go 6. He said the Clippers go 6-7 in their next 13. Let's look at them. And we're nearing the end of stream, so if you're chilling, give me more hot takes so we can go over them 100%. Okay, so the next couple games we play Bulls, Lakers. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, I think it's just all the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, all of these games 6 and 7. So we play Denver twice, Houston twice, Minnesota, Phoenix. Yeah, this is a rough stretch. But this is where we need to capitalize. If we can go 4 for 4 here and beat the Lakers, ooh, yeah, man. We need to focus on beating the Jazz first because we played them on opening night and they gave us a spanking, dude. That was literally the catalyst for Chris Paul calling everyone out, and then they were like, "No, we're gonna get you out of here." But isn't that crazy? Let's talk about that. Since they left Chris Paul, and that was such a big deal, like I don't see anybody talking about how it might have actually been his fault. Like, is that crazy? That now, I get that they signed him and he was yapping, and you should know that that's Chris Paul and all this blah blah blah. But since they sent him home, they have been balling. Kawhi has been averaging 33 points on 50-50-90 shooting. That, like, I don't see anybody talk about that. That's crazy talk, dude. That's insane. So, yeah, we play Chicago tonight. We need to get that W. We play the Lakers at home, Nets at home, Jazz in Utah, at Denver, at Phoenix, at home. So we play Denver. Oh, we play back-to-back days in February against Houston. Wow, that's going to be rough. And then in Minnesota. And then home for that. Yeah, so where do we go 6 and 7? 1, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4-0 there. So 4 and let's go 1 and 1 or 1 and 0, 1-1, 2-1, 3-1, 3-2. I'm gonna give it to us 4-2, 5-2. We can win this game at home. I'll go 5-3, 6-3, 7-3, 7-4, 7-5. Okay, so yeah, I would definitely say where we can come out of this on top, which is a good sign if we're completely healthy. Boy, I can't type. Okay, so Kawhi's out for the next 2 games. Bogey did not go. He'll be reevaluated in 6 weeks. That was January 4th. So it's been 2 weeks since then. So we got another month of him being out. So he will come back right after this. He will come back around here, which is when we need it because we get like this. This stretch looks a lot better. Grizzlies, Pacers, Knicks, Bulls, Pelicans, Magic, Warriors, Kings, Pelicans, Mavs, Pacers. We've got a good end of the stretch of this. Like, we could, outside of this and this is going to be interesting. We could go like boom, 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 boom. No. Boom, boom, no, boom, boom. It'll be really interesting to see where the Clippers end up, man. And obviously I'm saying this because they're my team, but they've also had an insane storyline this year. There's plenty of wacko stuff going on. Oh, man. Maxey getting his own signature shoe to get released later this year. New Balance. Ooh, New Balance is my jam. You know it, baby. All right, man. That's all I got for today. We're going to keep going because I've got 15 more minutes I can do. So if you have any hot takes or anything you want me to talk about, give them to me right now in this moment. Give them to me in chat, and we will talk about them. Let's yap for a little bit, man. We got KB. Give me some more. Anybody else in chat? Give me some more. Give me some mo. Give me some mo. Because we got some stuff to talk about probably. I'm excited. I'll get these streams out. Ooh, Jamal Murray first All-Star. Shout out Ketty Wap. Ketty Wap, what's up, homie? What's up, baby? Jamal Murray, man. That's an interesting one. That's a really interesting one. Dude, I'm here. I just opened YouTube Music Connection. I am here for that. Do not get me wrong. Let's check it out, though. And since we got a no, yeah, Kenny, that is not a hot take at all. That's not a hot take, 100%. No way, that's a hot take. But I do want to talk about this. It is so funny how it's interesting. Like, it's so weird. People are saying, "Oh, the Jokic MVP has gone down because his team's winning when he's out." I don't understand any of that logic. I get how it's like he's most valuable, and so when his team doesn't have him, they're supposed to suck. But it's like he's finally on a good team. Jamal Murray has been balling. The efficiency, man. And is it the free throws? Let's look at it. Free throws. Okay, one less than a free throw more a game. But a 4.5 point increase in points. 21.4, 25.9. In less minutes, 2 more shots a game. Efficiency's gone up. 3-point efficiency has definitely gone up with the volume. 2-point efficiency is the same. Effective field goals gone up. And he's shooting better at the free throw. So he's shooting more and shooting better. That's a really, really good sign. He's averaging 26 points per game in under 36 minutes per game. So we can't even, like, if we use per 36, he's averaging 26 points per game, right? That's crazy. That's not a hot take for him to be an all-star because especially where they're at and the lack of Jokic, he should be in there even more, right? They're in the 3rd spot, right? Is there a world where they get the 2nd seed and the Spurs get the 3rd and we have this, now it kind of gets flipped on its head a little bit? That'd be crazy. That's not that crazy of a hot take. I really, really like that. Cat potential deals to Magic, Hornets, and Grizz. I don't think any of those make any sense. Grizzlies, they just need to just blow it up. Getting Cat is not going to do anything. Plus, like, what do you give, unless you give up Jaren Jackson to New York? I don't think that makes sense at all. Well, that trade makes sense if you get rid of Jaren Jackson, but then getting rid of Jaren Jackson in the first place is kind of the dumb thing. That's really interesting. I saw that was reported as well. To the Magic, yeah. I just feel like they're building a little too much on, like, Paolo has not impressed me very much. Paolo and Franz need to really, like, we've kind of been sitting here like, hey, these guys are the future, man. They're gonna be great. And then they're like not, and it's like Anthony Black, and then they go get Desmond Bane, and now they're kind of still in the limbo mode. Oh, shout out KP for the 10 spot. Appreciate that, homie. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Thanks for popping up on stream. The 10 spot with my boy. Oh yeah, Cat for Jaren Jackson Jr. Yeah, I don't think that makes any sense. And then Cat to the Hornets. Those are just kind of lame teams to me. Like New York, I would keep those. I would keep them. Yeah, shout out for the 10 spot. Did that pop up on stream? Let's see. It should have popped up. Shout out the 10 spot. I want to see. I want to go back. I'll look at it later. So yeah, those are really interesting things to talk about at the end of stream, man. It's NBA's in a good spot right now. A lot of parity, especially the East. East is looking really interesting. Jamal Murray should be an all-star. He should. Now, who's going to make it over him? We still got Book, but Jamal Murray should make it over Book, especially with Jokic being out at the moment. Yeah, man, it's really interesting to think about that. All right, so probably depending on, I usually take Mondays off to work on my video that's coming out or did I say Monday? I usually take Wednesdays off to work on the video that's coming out that Wednesday, but I might just have a grind session tonight so that I can stream tomorrow, which will be fun. So expect a stream tomorrow. I want 4 streams a week, man. I want today, tomorrow, Wednesday, today, tomorrow, Thursday, Friday. I love Mondays off, man. Mondays off of school and work and stuff where we can just chill. And the week starts on Tuesday, and then you got like a couple days left, and it's the weekend. It's the best, man. So fire. Shout out for the stream, homie. Shout out KP. Shout out Ketty Watt. That's my boys right there. Remember, hey, go check that join button. The membership is only 99 cents a month. And we're going to be starting in February, this next month, in like 2 weeks. We will be starting a members-only podcast. It'll be like a show where you guys, the members, can comment. You get full access to it. It's only to y'all. It's for y'all, not by y'all. For y'all, like, kind of with you guys. That's kind of the fun part where we get to just kind of sit here and yap. I can do members-only streams. So maybe, hey, I'm popping off on a video for Wednesday. I don't need to work. Members-only stream. Boom. Like, so consider that. Go check that out. There's different tiers. Starts at 99 cents a month, I believe. Then goes to like 3, then goes to 5. So fun stuff. Plus you get a little thing in chat, and we get to use that in chat. You get to use these little emojis. So yeah, man, it's a fun time. We're expanding the channel. We're growing. I'm loving streaming. I don't think I'll ever gonna stop doing this. Now that I have set up, and we're gonna set it up a little bit more in the future, it will be fun. Maybe we'll have some guests on in the future. Shout out maybe Ketty Wop. Shout out maybe KP. That'd be fire. Have a good Milo in the stream. Nash, everyone in my shorts. So, okay. No short yesterday, short today. Video tomorrow. Stream tomorrow. Crazy. It's going to be a crazy day tomorrow. You got a lot of content from me, so Hope you guys are enjoying that. Hey, that's all I got for today, man. Yeah, have a good one. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning.